Sorry, I left you on mute. Yeah, had to sell one of our switches, our switch lights that we've had since 2020 or 2021. I can't remember offhand, but we had to sell one of our switch lights and Crystal's Beats Pill Plus. Just so we can make ends meet, dude, and pay some bills. Oh man. Sometimes it feels like when something good happens, it's followed by a sea of bullshit. As you know, perfect world, you can, as long as you're busting your ass and doing what's right, and then shit happens, at least you know you had family that could at least have your back or someone to want to help you out. But so-called family ain't even worth a shit, dude, sometimes. Because if you're continuously a part of the rejected ones and always excluded from everything, and then somehow they always figure out a way to blame you for everything, what's the point? Because, you know, dude, I'm honestly, I don't even know anymore, dude. No, it's still good, dude. It's still pretty dry right now. But you know, dude, it's like I'm saying, dude, when you got people that are supposed to have your back, I mean, mind you, it's like I said, I've done stupid shit in the past. I've done stupid teenage shit and stupid and yeah, I learned my lesson from it. I've grown, I've become a better person, but I've done my share of idiotic shit when I was younger. Like, you know, I was a kid. I was lonely. I was dumped. Did I fall sucker for one of those psychic things? Yeah, I did that. Did I pay? Did I use my parents' credit card to buy stupid shit? Yes, I did. But you know what? I paid for that later on. I was honest. I repented. I did better, and I pushed hard to be a better person. Have I done stupid financial shit when I was younger? Yeah, of course I have. I mean, they hold every little fucking thing over my head, dude. It's not even funny. So, you know, when you have people that hold everything over your head, and everything that they tell you is always, well, that's your choice. You choose to go here. You choose to go to the gym. You choose to do this. You choose to do that. It almost feels like that their mission in life, and they're hell bent on watching everything get taken away from me. Their resentment and their hatred towards me, dude, is something that's so astronomical that I think they want to see me dead. They want to see me on the side of the road, and they can't like everything I do. They always compare me to my sister, and how my sister does everything perfect and everything is done right, and look how she's doing so much better than you. Look what she has and what you don't have. Look how great this is. Look at how she does everything how's the right way and how she's thriving in life, and you are in the position you are because of your own choices. Dude, if it wasn't for Ashley, I would have fucking killed myself a long ass time ago, dude. I'm sorry, but it's the truth, dude. This is Miami Lakes, just driving through it, dude. I don't know, I think I need a therapist or something, Tristan, so I can just finally make way with it, because been guilt tripped into being a servant and everything, and being being a houseboy. And I guess I'm also more mad that I just didn't do this sooner, earlier. You know what I mean? Oh, I know, dude. That's what happens. Like, look, even Crystal said it, dude. I got fired. I got fired from Apple when after 11 years, and it hurt. But here's the thing, dude. I don't call off of work. I don't do none of that shit. I don't. Like the only time I would ever call off, I have to be like extremely infirmed, or something that's an emergency. Never did that. Mind you. Crystal was hospitalized. I had enough sick time in my bank, so I took sick time just to be able to pick her up. To visit her and pick her up from the hospital. The mother unit says, don't miss work, and then you're wondering, like, but how am I supposed to pick up Crystal? They weren't offering to help, to visit her, or do anything like that. In no way whatsoever. So here's the thing at Apple. Every year, you're gifted 3 special floating holidays. We call them our Tim Cook days. That you can use anytime, anywhere. But you had to use them before spring of the following year. So, mind you, I went into the calendar, saw the dates that were available, chose my Tim Cook days. I am. So I used my Tim Cook days, those approved days. I'm just basically getting it out of my system, dude. So I used those days, my approved days. Went in, did everything the right way. Everything fine, just taking care of everything. The moment I got shit canned, the first thing that came out of her mouth was just vitriol, hate, and just anger, screaming at me that I asked for it. Not like, what happened? How this, nothing being in my defense, just automatic blaming me. It's my fault. And that's when I snapped, because I just couldn't take that. Because after a while, it's like you're just left basically beside yourself, going, what? Then she has the audacity to go up to our door, and I cried, and then I just started saying, what you did was extremely hurtful. This is catastrophic. Yeah, I did break down, because I've reached I was basically getting to my breaking point already. And instead of apologizing, instead just did not even apologize. Just started screaming, saying I did shit too in the past. And then you're just like, whoa. And then Ashley tells me when things were good and I was still working at Apple, starts telling me that, and she just keeps telling me that all the shit you've done before in the past, trying to tarnish my reputation, trying to tarnish my view of you. And motivation, just talking about this shit, our situation and how family's overrated. So, mind you, Crystal is working now. We're underwater for the most part, but we're making enough to be able to at least pay the rent and pay the car payment and some other bills here and there. We're trying to get caught up, dude. But we're trying to make headways so we can somehow get ahead. Mind you, this is a couple months after that I started working, and then the rent's coming through. I'm $1,500 short. I'm about to get kicked on my ass. These people had a European vacation that they paid for almost a month. Call it what it is, a month in Europe for a wedding. That they rented a two floor Airbnb, paid for themselves, both sisters, both husbands, three boys, and everyone doing all the excursions and enjoying life as a family. This was planned secretly, excluding us, since the Thanksgiving of last year at a minimum. So what basically happened is that when I told them what happened, they just gave me a look of like, I don't know what to tell you. The bank is closed. Wasn't even asking for that, just asking for help or anything. What just resources, something to help get us ahead so we can survive. You know what I mean? And then just goes back to, so what have you done with my car? A car that was given to me with a lot of mechanical issues, that I found out that I wasn't even the first person that she wanted to give it to. Dude, get a load of this. She wanted to give that car to the brother-in-law. He said no, and then she tried to trade it in to get money for it. They wouldn't give her money, and then she was like, whatever, give it to him. Oh yeah, dude. But then, I'm just going off there. But then, this is back when I was still in there. I was talking to my boss about the whole thing, how it was perfect timing. And then I just said that, and the look that was given to me when I was basically hyping her up and just making her there, that look really did hit me hard, because she just gave, the body language just gave me was a reaction of like, yeah, don't flatter yourself. You're the last person who we wanted to give this to. She didn't say it, but the way she carried it was presented, I was taken aback, because that, when someone gives you that they won't go out and flat out and say it, but the way their reaction reacts is like, don't think so much about that. That you are not that person like that. That's what happened. Yeah, we're trying to. And then, I just decided and at that point, I just basically just snapped, just broke, and I just didn't even bother even messaging them or just screaming into the void or anything like that, because they're only going to figure out a way to maneuver around it, blame me, and make themselves the victims again. So I did the only thing I knew how to do at this point. I just separated myself from the equation. They want nothing to do with me or anyone or my family, so just heading home, dude. We tried to sell the gimbal and something else just to make $100 so we can pay a bill. We fell 30 short, so it's not fun. Yeah, when traffic was bad, trying to get over there. Me and Crystal were probably going to do that shit on Saturday. So when I got off at 4, we got nothing else to do. That way she can drive me back. Just as a precaution if I'm lightheaded. Yeah, Crystal told me that. But she says, you don't know if you're going to be lightheaded or not, and in no condition to drive. So she says, do it Saturday. I'll go with you. That way, if you're too lightheaded and you feel like crap, at least I'll drive, and then we can just make it home and just chill. So yeah, that's the plan for Saturday. So whoever's new, if you guys haven't seen it, whoever's new here, if you guys haven't seen it, we got accepted media passes we got press passes for the Horrorland Scream Park, their media night. So pretty nice. think I am, Tristan. I'm not 100% sure. I think I may be on my personal channel, but I'm gonna find out. That's the problem when it comes to shit. I know I'm gonna jump into that onto Crystal's channel because I don't know how to sub to a channel without killing the stream. But if anything, I definitely will. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this thing out. All right, brother. I'll see you later on tonight, man. Hey, Motivation. How are you, dude? Great timing. Yeah, Tristan had to jump out, and then right when he jumped out, you jumped right in. So that's really about it, man. Once you jumped out, you just jumped right in. Almost like a perfect tag team. So it definitely is, man. Definitely great times on that. Hey, gamer. What's going on, dude? Hope you're enjoying the channel. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We're just talking, sitting back, just talking. Nice. Crystal's making something with ground beef. Don't know what exactly, but both, dude. You and me both. It's one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life, dude. No. I'm just tired. That's really all it is, man. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of the constant drama and crap that happens, man. That's about it. Wish it was that easy, dude. Really wish it was that easy. But appreciate the effort. Appreciate the well wishes and the concern, man. I really do. So yeah, guys. Our press pass. It's pretty cool. Bring the gimbal back in. Damn, dude. Yeah, just so yeah, can't talk to anybody about can't talk to them about the shit, dude. They'll end up just saying, "Well, you shouldn't have done this. You shouldn't have done that." I'm just fed up, dude. I'm so... All right, guys. I'm gonna charge the phone for a little bit. It's getting a little too hot, so I'll be jumping back on a little bit later on. All right, guys. See you in a bit at 8:30 tonight. All right, later.